One of Apple's next events is going to be really weird. The iPhone might lose a port, the iPad is getting even bigger, and after just announcing an all-new MacBook Air, Apple is going to announce an all-new MacBook Air. What? The rest of the year is just gonna be jam-packed for Apple. We're gonna get the iPhone 14, of course, new AirPods Pro, iPads, we're gonna get new Macs, lots of great stuff in the pipeline coming from Apple. But we've also got some new leaks we've gotta talk about on some all-new products coming soon that don't make a whole lot of sense. Maybe these Apple products might actually be a downgrade. So, as we always do here on the Apple Circle, let's break down all the latest Apple leaks, news, and rumors that you need to know about, including some new juicy rumors that just came in that are exciting, and also some that make me believe that Apple might just be making a very, very big mistake. And a huge thanks to One More for sponsoring this video. Let me start out by telling you the truth, and that is that the Apple rumor cycle is a vicious, relentless roller coaster of excitement and frustration. Unbelievably good rumors mixed with unbelievably bad takes. Look no further than the M1X, or the squared off Apple Watch, or Touch ID and Face ID on the iPhone 13. All this to say, take everything you're about to hear with a major grain of salt, because rumors aren't always right, of course. But at the same time, more often than not, a lot of rumors do actually turn out to be true. They gave us a great look at what Apple is planning to do next, sort of a sneak peek at what is coming in the fall, and with major iPhone rumors, Apple Watch rumors, iPad rumors, Macs, for every bad one that didn't turn out to be true, there were tons of good ones in there that were right on the money. And if these new rumors were true that just came out, there are some major changes coming to the iPhone, the Mac, and the iPad, and other Apple products that will totally change Apple forever, in a good way and also in some just sort of weird ones. But it's not just the stuff coming this year that's exciting and also sort of weird, but it's the next events, some happening right in the beginning of 2023 that will totally change Apple forever. And I'm not trying to use flowery language here. It's true, what Apple's about to do will change Apple as we know it and totally change their products. For example, one of the most iconic Apple products finally getting a major change is the iPhone. Of course, this year with the iPhone 14, we're getting that new double hole punch system. The camera on the back is getting way better, up to 48 megapixels, and according to rumors, can shoot 8K video, and a big front-facing selfie camera upgrade as well, which should lead to a really great camera experience for the iPhone 14 Pro, and also some good stuff for the iPhone 14 too. But if we look just beyond that at what Apple is planning to do with the iPhone 15, this is where things get weird and sort of, well, a little ambitious. One of the big rumors of the iPhone 15 is that maybe this is the iPhone that finally gets that iPhone 4 style retro redesign. Obviously, as of right now, that looks to be fairly certainly not coming to the iPhone 14, but if these new Apple Watch leaks are any indication of what could be coming this fall, then maybe what John Prosser shared is just a year too early, and maybe for sort of a bigger upgrade coming with the 15, that's when we see that major redesign finally happen. That would also make sense as to why we only see one single selfie camera in these renders, and that's because there are some big rumors on what Apple is looking to do next. And so there are sort of two theories here. One theory is that Apple is going to make the biggest change really ever to the iPhone, and next year just sort of remove the double notch and just have a single cutout for the selfie camera on the iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max that would make the phones look really different and way more like Android than the old iPhone look we've known forever. The other theory is that Apple is going to basically put the iPhone 15 lineup as one unified design and put the double hole punch system across all phones. So no matter if you go with the iPhone 15 or the iPhone 15 Pro Max, you're gonna get the double hole punch system on every single iPhone for 2023. Then there are rumors that as early as the iPhone 16 in 2024, that Apple could remove the notch and hole punch entirely, at least on the Pros, giving you a seamless, nice piece of glass with no obstruction at all. And this is obviously the dream, but it's a little weird and a little ambitious because Apple doesn't make a lot of these fast changes. They are very slow and steady when it comes to many changes on the iPhone. Sounds a little too good to be true, though I really, really hope that I'm wrong. The other rumored change looking to be coming to the iPhone next year is the switch, finally, from Lightning over to USB-C. And there is a lot of debate on whether this is going to happen or not, whether Apple is willingly going to make this move because they see that all of us just want USB-C, it's easier, we want to live that one cable life, or they're really mad about it, and because of new EU legislation, they're going to sort of be forced to do it on the iPhone and AirPods and other accessories. Not exactly clear what Apple's intentions are and what they're going to do, but we could be seeing a huge move next year with the iPhone getting USB-C. But what about these other rumored products? What happened to the redesigned Apple Silicon Mac Pro? That didn't make its debut at WWDC. What about the M2 Mac Mini? Or one of the most popular M1 products and soon to be M2 products, the all new iPad Pro. When is that coming and what's actually going to be different? Well, rumors on this have taken quite the turn over the last couple of days or so because things have gone from exciting to boring to sort of weird and maybe exciting again depending on the iPad you like. First, we heard that the iPad Pro was going to get some sort of significant redesign this year, maybe with a glass back and maybe the support for wireless charging and MagSafe accessories. It seemed like some sort of big change was coming, but details were very sparse. Then, over the last few months, it seemed like the major redesign wasn't happening, and maybe we'd see a glass back, maybe we'd get MagSafe accessory support, but it was really unclear what was actually going to change. Then, just a few days ago, some new reports that are a little bit interesting suggest that Apple is going to debut an all-new 14-inch iPad, the biggest model yet, that basically is like the same screen size as that lower-end MacBook Pro, which is sort of crazy to think about. But according to Ross Young, and even he's admitting that the timeline's a little murky, these new iPad Pros, this 14-inch model, might not launch until early 2023, which sort of begs the question, is Apple going to release these new M2 iPad Pros now and then release another one in January? Or sort of hold the lineup entirely and release the brand new sort of slew of M2 iPad Pros sometime early next year with this all new 14-inch size? Before we continue, I want to take a quick break and show off an amazing pair of true wireless earbuds that I've absolutely been loving, and that of course is this right here. These are amazing, and of course they are made by this video sponsor, One More. Now, if you haven't heard of One More before, let me introduce you to an award-winning company delivering superior audio quality at a consumer-friendly value. And their latest and greatest flagship product is this, the all-new One More Evo. It is a super sleek pair of true wireless earbuds that pack a ton of really useful features inside that make this the ultimate companion for listening to music, listening to podcasts, movies, and so much more. And one of the most remarkable things about the One More Evo is, of course, the audio quality you're going to get. Their small and compact size pack quite the punch, delivering punchy bass, smooth mids, and low distortion. And One More is also partnering with 4-time Grammy Award-winning sound engineer Luca Bignardi to make sure sound on all of their headphones and true wireless earbuds always sounds its best. I also love that the One More Evo features special Quiet Max intelligence noise cancellation tech, giving you multiple active noise cancellation modes. You can sort of tune out the world around you, and dual transparency modes if you want to have sort of audio pass through and even enhance the voices around you so you can sort of still have these in your ears and have a conversation. With an IPX4 rating, high-res audio wireless certified, and up to 28 hours of playtime on a single charge, there are so many things to love about the all-new One More Evo. They're fantastic true wireless earbuds that are gonna look great, sound great. So if you guys wanna learn more about the One More Evo for yourself and check them out for yourself today, just hit the link right down below to learn more. I'm a huge fan, I love them, I know you guys will love them as well. So again, if you wanna learn more about the One More Evo, just hit the link right down below to learn more and check them out for yourself today. Next up is a very interesting rumor all about Apple's headset. Yes, we're still talking about the rumors of Apple's mixed reality AR VR headset. When is it actually going to come? Well, according to Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, we've got an answer. We can put a date on the calendar tentatively for a special Apple event in January of 2023 to finally at long last unveil Apple's next big thing, this really cool and probably really expensive mixed reality headset. And this would make sense. We've heard that there were some last minute delays with the hardware and software, that there just wasn't enough time to get this thing ready for WWDC. So now with sort of a push to January, that does sort of coincide with the different rumors we've been hearing. And if you think about it, Apple has made a number of big announcements in January. The original iPhone was showed off at Macworld in January of 2007. The iPad, the very first iPad, was at a special event at Yerba Buena Center of the Arts in San Francisco in January of 2010. And now, maybe in January of 2023, 13 years later, we're gonna get a big event for Apple's next big thing, this mixed reality headset that, according to analysts, will seriously change everything. Also, we've got some interesting Apple Mac news that we've got to talk about, specifically with 2 new laptops coming. So after just releasing, or I guess announcing, this all-new MacBook Air that's going to be released sometime in July, Apple is rumored to be working on, according to Bloomberg, an all-new MacBook Air again. But this one is a 15-inch model that basically gives you all the best of the sort of MacBook Air DNA, but gives you a much larger screen. And the more I think about it, the more I actually do think this does make sense if you look at the iPhone 14, for example. If the rumors are true, we're gonna get an iPhone 14 and an iPhone 14 Max, and then the Pro models with sort of the Pro and Pro Max. Basically, you're getting a smaller screen and a bigger screen at 2 different price points. A larger MacBook Air is not gonna be called the MacBook Air Max, or maybe it is, but basically the idea is still the same. You've got a nice 13-inch model that's more affordable, and a larger screen model that really doesn't give you more pro features, but just gives you a bigger canvas to work from, and probably better battery life and stuff like that. Then on the Pros, you've got a 14-inch Pro and a 16-inch Pro, which sort of does the same thing. Gives you a bigger canvas, better battery life. I think a smaller and larger version makes sense, and we could see this all-new 15-inch MacBook Air launch sometime next year, according to the rumors. But the other rumor that is way more interesting and also way more confusing is that, according to Bloomberg in the same report, Apple's also working on an all-new 12-inch laptop. They don't specify whether this is a MacBook, MacBook Air, MacBook Pro. Obviously, everybody's having flashbacks to the 12-inch MacBook that wasn't so well received by many people and was sort of limited at the time. But maybe it was just too early. It was just a tech that was had come a little too soon. And maybe the idea of this thin and lightweight laptop could be brought back now that Apple sort of has full control over their own silicon, and no longer are you stuck with those horrible, horrendous mobile Intel chips. But where it gets even crazier is that other rumors suggest that this could be a 12-inch MacBook Pro spec'd with sort of the latest and greatest M2 Pro level chips. And that is interesting, but also really confusing. This is one that really doesn't make a lot of sense, and the more I think about it, it's hard to find a place where a 12-inch Apple laptop sort of slots in. Now that sort of the line has been unified, you've got the Airs, you've got the Pros, where does this 12-inch laptop slot in? Is it gonna be less expensive than the MacBook Air, like at $699, $799? That would be an interesting value proposition. But if it's a Pro and just sort of sits up there like around $2,000 or between $1,500 and $2,000, it's sort of a little confusing. Who wants to buy a Pro level laptop at that smaller size? Or more specifically, if Apple is gonna build a 12-inch MacBook Pro that has macOS and can run Pro apps, why not just finally bring Pro level apps to the iPad Pro and basically do almost the exact same thing? So as always, guys, I'm curious, what are your thoughts on all these crazy Apple rumors? Are you all in on a bigger iPad? Do you want the super small 12-inch MacBook Pro? What are your thoughts on the iPhone ditching the port and this headset? Are you thumbs up, thumbs down on it? Let me know your thoughts, all this stuff down below. We can discuss down there. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the support. Even those who are a little critical, I appreciate you watching too. Thank you. I'm a big boy. I can take criticism in the comments. But as always, whether you like the episode or not, or video or not, whatever it is, I do appreciate you all watching, so thank you very much. And I'm Robert Rosenfeld, and I'll see you all in the next one.